Hi leaders, it's Diane Nelson coming to you from video out of Chicago, Illinois. And I'm not able to make the leader call today, so Kim Gentile asked if I would put together a video about new consultant success. So at Leadership Conference, I learned that my new consultant sales last year was over 92,000, and I had no idea, so that's a praise God moment. And I tell you, I love working with new consultants. They just bring a passion, excitement, and energy to our team. I love getting to know them and helping them share their gifts. And so I come to you today with my new friend Gabriella from the All American Girls store, and I borrowed her because I want to just invite you to dream with me. You know, when we get to chat with new consultants, we help them to dream and show them what's possible with their new business, and really the sky is the limit. And I think that every new consultant, God is drawing to us. And so I let them know God believes in you, and so do I. And I want you to win. I want to help them get off to the strongest start possible. So I'm going to go over what my acronym WIN means, and then 3 of the things that I feel like I'm doing that make a big, significant impact with my new consultant sales. And I'll tell you, I think many of you are probably doing a lot of these things already, so I just pray and hope that what I share with you today encourages you. So WIN stands for why, invite, and new you. I think new consultant success starts even before they join with the sponsoring chat. So once I get to know them and hear their heart, they tell me about their hobbies, their family, I like to ask them, so what's drawing you to Mary and Martha? And what will you do with the income that you earn? That really tells me a lot about what their goals are. Sometimes they don't know, and so I have to ask it in a couple different ways, but I really want to drill down and help them start to become clear about what that could be. So I might ask them, well, what would you do if you had $200, $500 a month? What would you do if you had $1,000 a month? I help them to dream. So I'm going to put Gabrielle over here. She'll come back at the end of the video. The other question I like to ask after I find out what it is they would like to earn is, how many gatherings a month do they see themselves doing? How many would fit in their schedule? And so a lot of times it's right on with what the income they would like to earn and how many gatherings it will take. But sometimes I do have to address that issue, because I've had people tell me they'd like to earn $3,000 a month, but they really only have time to hold 1 gathering. And they believe that the rest they can come to them through online sales. So I really give them a gentle reality check. That's not going to happen, at least not right away, until they build a customer base. And then I let them know that the average gathering they can expect to earn as a new consultant is $125, and that there is much potential with a leadership role, and they can earn up to 40% commission. And then before they join, I also like to make sure that we schedule their first 2 grand opening celebration parties right away. Within their first 2 weeks, we open the calendar, we look, and we schedule those right away. I even ask, you know, what days of the week or weekend work best for you to hold your parties? And that helps to set a routine that they can get used to. Maybe it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I let them know it's flexible, that they can adjust it to meet their family's needs. So I think those 3 things are important. What do you want to earn, or what will you do with the income that you earn? Number 2, how many gatherings do you see yourself doing in a month? And finally, let's schedule those first 2 parties. So then they join, I send them a welcome email with some information, but right away at the beginning I say, congratulations, I'm so excited to welcome you to our Shining for Him team. And I just congratulate you on becoming the CEO and owner of your own business. And I'm trying to set that mindset that they are now in control of their schedule, of their job, and I can't wait to help them get off to the strongest start possible. So number 2 is new you. And you've heard Kim mention that sometimes. And what inspired the new you, it just stands for New University. It's a class weekly that I hold Tuesdays at noon for all of my new consultants in our entire group. And when I began 8.5 years ago, we had a new consultant call every week, and they would rotate through a number of topics. And it was great, because every week I would tune in, and then I'd have gatherings that I could apply what I learned and practice. And it just really set me up for success and kept me encouraged, especially if I was down or I didn't get bookings at a party. I could learn how I could improve. So I really took that and made it my own. And so we have 7 topics that we rotate through. I do record them and I send them out. I offer incentives and challenges where they can earn prizes, free business supplies, free products, little encouragements, whatever I have on hand. And so I'll just tell you my 7 topics are the initial orientation, and that really heavily goes into why it's important to have your first 2 gatherings in your first 2 weeks. And now we have the new statistic that 80%, those who hold their first 2 and 2 are 80% more successful than those who do not. So I love sharing that. I also go over the Great Start Rewards program and how lucrative it is that we can earn up to a $400 to $600 free shopping spree in our first 30 days. And then the next topic would be the income producing activities. So our top income producing activities, which would be the gathering, which is the heart of our business. We've got hostess coaching, sponsoring, customer care, bookings, and finally Power Hour. And then I just give them a taste of what they can expect with leadership if that's something that they would like to move towards. So once they're done with those 7 topics, then I'll send them a certificate of completion. And I will tell you, those who take my New You seriously and make a commitment to following it and doing the challenges are bonus earners, and they're sponsoring, so they're getting off to a great start. The power is in their hands, and if they commit to it, they will see momentum building and a strong start to their strong foundation being built for their business. I recently did a customer care topic for my New You a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, might have been last week. And I just have to share with you, I got a call from one of our new consultants, and she said it was so valuable, and she really appreciated me taking the time to do training on that. And so I just wanted to share what made the most impact for her on that particular call, is the fact that, if we reach out and just make 5 calls a day, 5 customer care calls a day to check in and see how we can serve our customers, we could add $250 in sales per week to our personal volume, and that means $1,000 a month. And that gives you a paycheck of $250. So she really liked how I broke that down, and I really tried to take everything that I've learned over the last 8.5 years and break it into pieces and topics that you can plug and play and practice and have success right away. So that's my New You. We do role playing on there too, so they can practice, and hopefully that locks in the learning. But what I found is that's not enough. Just sending our new consultants to New You is not enough. The relationship is so important. So I have reminded my leaders that in addition to sending your new consultants, my new consultants to New You, you need to also set up weekly coaching calls. So that's my third tip that I feel like has been given a significant impact for my new consultant success. So every week we have a scheduled call. I actually even tell them, go to your phone, set an alarm so you don't forget that we're speaking during that time, and it's no more than about 20 minutes. But there's going to be a lot of people in their life that are going to be firefighters. We learned at Leadership Conference, right? So it could even be their husband, their best friend may just rain on their parade. They're so excited, and then they share it with their best friends, the people they love the most, and they have negative feedback for them. So they feel like, well, I made a bad choice and I shouldn't continue. I don't even want to have my launch party yet. So it's our job to be firelighters, and having that weekly connection, that coaching call every week, not only will help them retain what they've learned. From Beth Jones Shaw, we learned that through coaching, they will have an 87% greater chance of success and retaining what they've learned in their first 90 days. But also, you can light their fire again and let them know, I really believe that God has called you to this, and we can trust Him that He's going to equip you all along the way. He's going to have doors open for you that you don't even know about yet. But we have to share. We have to be faithful and obedient to the process and start with those 2 grand opening parties. So during my weekly connection calls, I always help them get clearer on their why. So we're always drilling down and finding out, when would you like that income by? Why is that important to you? You want to get hardwood floors for your home by your birthday in May? Well, let's set a personal success plan. What would that take? How many gatherings? How many new consultants? would you sponsor to earn that kind of income? So trying to show them that they can really set their own paycheck and what it takes to achieve what they want by the time they want it. I asked them who would host practice parties. So I asked them about the people that they know. I want them to make a list of at least 40 people to invite to their grand opening celebration party, and then I have them look at that list and circle the names of women that would do anything for them because they love them so much, or women who love to earn free products and shop for free and half price items. And finally, those who they know in their lives that are always having people over. They may be hosting the parties or entertaining. They just love having people in their home. And those are the 4 initial hostesses that they can practice with after their 2 parties. So the ideal process is to get them set up with 2 and 2 and then 6 and 6 if they have 6 parties, including those 2 in their first 6 weeks with those practice hostesses. I talk also right away, pretty much in the first initial training call individually with them, who they would love to share Mary Martha with, the gift of their own business, and have a business buddy. So I help them to think of 3 to 5 names that we can invite to hear more about the opportunity. And finally, I give them the words to say. So I have a really cute red stamp invite for their grand opening celebration party. They can text to their friends to save the date. And then I actually give them a script that they can use when they're inviting and sharing what they're doing, the new that they're doing with their new Mary Martha business. So that's how I help my new consultants win. I want them to get clear on their why. I want them to spend a lot of time inviting, and I tell them how important it is to personally invite everybody. Don't rely on Facebook, don't rely on the postcard. They're going to have to reach out individually and share why they think each of those guests would love to hear more about Mary Martha and give feedback on it. And then finally, I plug them into our new U class so they get the full equipping that I can possibly give. So I hope you have a wonderful day, leaders, and I'm cheering you on. Gabriella and I just want to encourage you to never stop dreaming. God believes in you, and so do I. So here's to WIN. Win. We love new consultants. Bye.